it's me, Weirdo, back here with Fire Emblem 3 Houses. We're, Battle in the Kingdom! Rah! We're gonna do a whole bunch of battles today. I guess, so it's just this, and then the 2 other training battles, which I guess are gonna go by pretty dang quickly, because they're way underleveled for us, so we might even have time to do the rest of our, maybe even start the next story mission this time. I don't reckon we'll finish the next story mission this time, because we gotta get through this heavy monster battle first. What's it actually called? Rare monster? The rare monster battle, that's what they're called, I think. So with respect, it's weird that I'm still affiliated with the Church of Seros. I guess that technically makes sense, being a professor there and all, but I guess I don't really have any ties to the Kingdom of Fargus. Okay, so level 23s, let's equip all our level 23s first. Now all our level 24s. Very good, which leaves only Felix, basically, which I guess makes enough sense. Given he's a dancer and all, so who shall we pair him with? Is there anyone he could use a bit more support with? Dimitri and Flame. Okay, so let's pair him with Dimitri then. Italians were replenished already. Anything that is in desperate need of repair, let's have a look. Your training sword, all this. I mean, like, there's a lot of stuff I would like to repair, like this, for instance, but and especially money I haven't got very much of. We're gonna get a whole bunch after this, no doubt, but I definitely want that fixed up. We're not exactly rolling in dough or anything, so I'm not able to just yet, I feel, to feel comfortable just going around wildly repairing everything. We're doing all right, though, I guess. There's nothing that's really desperate, because we've got plenty of weapons on everybody. Let me just quickly go through, see if anyone has any abilities I'd like to equip. Actually, for you, I don't think I want Lance Prowess as much as I want Fiendish Blow. Have Eyes! What does it just do? Just let me remind myself. Chance to reduce physical damage by half. Trigger percent equals Dex stats. So what is your Dex? Just so I know how useful that is. 18, so that's a pretty solid chance to just randomly have things do less damage. Now, which one would I want to swap it over? You know what, I'm thinking about it right now, and total equipment weight -3 doesn't seem very helpful. When, first of all, I've got this, and then that, so that's total of 8, I guess, which is, I suppose that's handy. It's just that my max speed is 10 anyways. So, like, I'm very frequently getting double-hitted now at this point in my life, so I may as well just swap it out for this. If it gets to a point where I'm really, truly, honestly, like, man, I'm getting double-hit way too much, maybe I'll put that weight 3 on, but I don't see that happening, really. I could get Lance Breaker. You know, at some point in one of the more recent videos, I remember asking if I had a hand axe, and I was like, no, I've got the Creator Sword, that's what that's for, and apparently I just forgot that I had a bow, so that's great. As for you, do we want your hit plus 20? I think I do, actually, because, you know what, we can have that over the Rally Charisma. I haven't been using that. If I can, if there is a use for that, I haven't been using it right. I mean, there obviously is use to it, but I'm never good at predicting when the enemy is likely to use a battalion, and then having Manuela in place to actually help that. Or indeed, helping us do our battalion attacks. And as for close counter, I think I do want that, because you have a lot of bows. Although recently in my Bernadetta file, I've learned that mini bows are actually quite useful, because I understand that the utility of it is that it lets you attack from one square, which most bows do not. But what I thought was that it would only let you attack from one square, at which point I was like, that's useless. I could just use a melee weapon. But what I didn't realize was that its range is 1 to 2. So that's absurdly useful if you have an archer who you want to be sort of tanking things, which is how I wanted it with Bernadetta, although I usually was making her use axe and brawling. More brawling than axe, because I was giving her high strength. Never mind what I was doing in that file. Point is, I recently found the incredible usefulness of mini bows, especially considering I believe they are equal in weight to a training bow. They have slightly less accuracy, maybe, but they are equal in weight and might to a training bow, I believe. Although for some reason I could have sworn that the might was something different in that other file. You know what? Never mind it. Don't really know what I'm getting all hung up on this for. Combat arts before I go. Anyone who could use some different ones? These are good for you. These work. Ooh, let's give you smite. There are a few circumstances where you would prefer shove to smite, but generally, the more the better, I find. Let's get cracking. That wasn't getting cracking. This is getting cracking. Haven't had it on Fodland Winds in a while. Let's do that. So level 23 people are our priorities. Flane to do Annette. Where's Flane at? Hello. Thing is, because of her not exceptional speed, she is not getting double hits on really anybody, which means she isn't getting the full use out of her excellent magic. I was about to say it would be wild if you got a crit here, and that's not actually what I was hoping for, but it will work. Because even your magic is great against these other magic users. You're that strong, especially with Fiendish Blow now and all. So perhaps you'll throw a Tomahawk there and start this one off, and then Flame will be able to finish it. That was entirely useless. I feel great about my life choices. I'm on it. Good thing Sylvain's on it then. Bugger, he's just absolutely useless with his magic so far. But throw a Javelin then, and maybe she'll be able to... My god, this mage went to the... ritziest dodging school in the planet. Okay, whatever. Just run up there and do a normal fire spell because everything else has not worked. Not a lick of damage do you take anyway, so you can barely even damage a net. Are they below our level? Not really. Where's that monster and what is it? Okay, it's one of the big lizardy things, so I think we want to get over there and interface with that, please. Dear me. Throw a normal training bow shot out there, just for that little bit of XP, as you do. And then Dimitri will do a slightly less little training bow shot here. Walk. I'll come over and give this a bit of the old Eisner charm here. Ah! Whee!
Each battle, a chance to grow.
There's something so much more satisfying about getting a crit when you're riding a dragon. Wyvern, whatever. Look at Ingrid over here. We're able to throw on. Let's just zoom in and see how far away she actually is here. You know what? It actually seems closer from this perspective. But like, geez, just the ability to be able to shoot a laser with how much precision? With a 100% chance to hit from this far away is pretty bonkers. That's got to be like 60 feet or something. It's incredible. Anyways, just do that, I suppose, because there's no where else you can hit from at the moment.
I did what I had to.
Actually, maybe you could have hit someone on the right side or left side, but that's fine. You didn't. Physic up any, because she got majorly hurt. Ah! Kolonk! Yeah, everyone's got silver swords now. Silver hurts more than iron for reasons that I can't begin to understand. You let the lesson be crit! Yeah. Jeez, that was a vicious one. She like just went straight up and then down. I was surprised that hurt me so much, but then I was also surprised that I got that crit with a 46% chance to even hit in the first place. But that's the Byleth way. More and more it's the Byleth way anyways. Go for the crit there, just for the potential damage. No dice at all, but it's fine. Train bow shot out there. And I will do a train axe shot right here. If I had missed that after hitting that 45 and with the 5 crit, that would have been ridiculous. It wasn't, thankfully. Yeah, I think I'm deciding right now. I want to give Annette the boots of wind after this. It is so like even this amount of movement with the march ring, I feel very like, oh, that's great. So if it was one more, it would just be like, it would be incredible. Duke can hide up in the woods right beside her to just sort of support her emotionally more than physically. I should have had Sylvain heal me. Instead, I had him do exactly nothing. Ash can heal me almost just a full with his normal Ash heal, which is because he is an exceptional healer, and Ingrid can go up and do that. Man, we're doing really well at reposting with our axes, Annette. You and me, we should have our own class that's completely separate from the monastery's academy. Oh, the somersault is so bad. The monastery's academy classes. Master skills for assassin. We found an assassin.
Out well.
Yes, it did. Saw it coming, did you? You saw it coming that the giant lizard would have some notion of self-defense? Wow, this lizard can't hit a damn thing. Oh, well, I totally forgot to have anyone take care of that, but that was worthy of applause. Is Poison Strike on you? Oh, yes it is. It's like all enemy archers in this game over level 20 are just like, Poison Strike! Alright, here comes the human boss. Skip that AoE attack, because they're just gonna... Oh, man, well, that's gone. Throw another killer bow shot out there. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Nice shot.
Do you have a gambit that is 4 squares? Dedue does. So why don't you tomahawk this person? It'll completely miss, but you're in attack range, so he has your support. And with his increased charisma, this has a slightly higher chance. So we can do this.
Let's do it.
Yahoo! Woo! All 4 of them. That's the stuff. Mercy, why don't you just... Thwonk, thwonk. That one there.
No hard feelings.
No hard thwonks. Is there anything that will bring you 3 squares? I guess not. So just fire away at this one.
Did that suffice?
Yes, it did. Your constant asking for approval is starting to make me uncomfortable. Dimitri can handle that without an issue. Thwonk.
Is that all?
I guess why not? I may as well come up here and just finish this one off while I can. Look at the 2 swings there. The speed, the absolute speed. That's a 70 damage output right there. That's bonkers. It's ponkers. Oh. Those are like exactly all the stats I would want. Ingrid's been regrettably away from the action a little here, but just physic up there. Ditto for you, Ash. Let's have it then. What's going on? This monster's gonna miss again. And then, well, this thing slaps at its teeth with a sword. You gotta wonder why you always walk upon these scenes of these bandits just absolutely throwing themselves at a giant lizard. Because they usually don't win, although this time they are having a much better go at it, because this thing is not very accurate in hitting them. I guess just because the bandits have gotten nimbler in their times. Alright, so the 3 who are at level 23 are still there, so let's do a bit of work there. Let's get Flame, get this boss here. Cutting Gale! Swah! Always count on that for a little bit of accuracy. That was almost a level. I think Annette's gonna be helping out with the boss, so let's have to do try for. Aha! Ow. Dum-ba-da-da-dum. That works. Yes, dex and speed were the things I was hoping for, and the defense does not hurt. With to do, it's sort of a given, isn't it? I'm going to dismount here and then fire off my bow at this one. Take them out, and then the boss is going to come after me, and so I'll bring it. I'll be able to bring the boss closer that way. Oh, they're going to do an AoE. That was dumb. Mercy can. Are you one of our level 23s? No, you're not. But just punch this one out anyways. Thwonk! Oh, it was just one thwonk required. I was ready for the double thwonk action there. I railed up for a second thwonk, and to no avail. Give it a try.
Not so fast.
Not so fast, apparently.
Who's one?
Neither you, though. Little curve shot with a training bow there. Get a little start on. Let it know we mean the seriousness here. We're not rushing at you with intent to cuddle, okay? Physic up to do. Speed. Brilliant. Physic up me. Sylvain physic up no one, because everyone's fine. I like how they ran around as they were about to attack someone where that would be more useful and just hit Mercy. Although that corner there is pretty sturdy with res, except for Annette, who I usually think of as having pretty poor res. I guess that person's just got their attack was only like 14 or something, isn't it? Yes. Do we even have anyone with a res lower? We have people with pretty low res, but is there... No, actually, their resilience is that too, so I guess they were just not going after do because the accuracy sucks, but you wouldn't be able to do damage here anyway, so what was the point? Mercy is, has a little bit higher XP, but she's generally harder to get takedowns with, so let's do that for that.
Brother will be pleased.
As am I! And some strength, magic, defense would all be good. Woo! Strength, magic, and res!
Experience
Nicely done. Res 25, jinkies! That's gotta be our highest, hasn't it? Sure is. Ash is a close runner-up, though. I'll gambit from... Nope, my gambit's a healing one still. That didn't change. Manuela will gambit from over here. Short. We won't fail you, Manuela. We won't fail you in sending them into a panic. And we won't fail you in just also uppercutting them as we run by. So that they're... Oh, I didn't mean to use one that would take them farther away. That wasn't the ideal. Well, let me mount up so I can get over to this side. Do they have a weakness to a particular weapon? It doesn't actually say, so I guess not. We have a little thwack over here. There we go. Didn't break that one, but that's progress. Do 2 shots with the training bow from over here. That'll give them in the little stun state. Oh, and Ash is here, so we can have him stride some people. I haven't had Ash stride anyone in so long that I forgot it was a thing I could do. There we go. I guess Mercy better do your onslaught here to totally shatter its thing.
Let's
Yeah.
give it a go.
Here we are. What kind of things do we get from that? Venom Stone, fun. I've never really used the Venom weapons in this because I often find that I'm, by the end of the game, it's more that you have a lot of enemies to take down as opposed to a few very strong ones. Ooh, Seraphim from Faith B. You surely are. Let's heal up to Dimitri. Nice save me. So for that reason, I don't find the Venom Stone stuff as helpful, but I guess we could sell it in a pinch. My god, look at the damage output on me. And it's still a little behind here. Ash is still getting the use of stride, so bring her up. And the other people in the back.
Thank you.
No problem, Blaine. It was Ash. Should we go for the smash with the killer axe just to try and get her to take down here? Let's do that. Ah, no dice. That's a shame. Can you use the ballista from right here, or the onager? I don't know what that is, but it launches boulders. Yeah. Well, that was effective. It didn't hurt, and it didn't hit Byleth either, which is good. I thought it might. But Tadu is only just barely level 24, so let's get him over here for some training sword attacks too. Yeah! And dodge! Nice one. Yeah! You're very good at hitting things with swords. Maybe you could get a little action in here. Okay, they're probably gonna kill you if both hit, but both probably won't hit is the great thing about that. So, no, Flame, please, Flame, please, ah! Well, let's, Mercy and I and a few others weaken it up before, Flame does anything of the sort. Ah! Can I do good stuff? I can do very good stuff. Thwonk! And where's my second thwonk? Whoa, I even dodged it. Oh, see, that was a little, like, curved action as I dug it, like, up into their eye. That was pretty vicious. How much was Flame doing again, just so I know? 21 with the carding gale. That will do just fine. Ooh, 2 Thorons as long as you don't crit, which I guess could happen. We'll bring them down just to enough. Well, there goes that plan. Guess I should have seen that one coming. That works as well. Ooh, rusted lance. What could it become? Oh, just forged into a silver lance. That's fine. A weight of 20 when it's all rusted. Yikes. But we got some coin for that and some umbral steel. Never a bad set of things to get. MVP. Oh, that's grand, ain't it? Let's teach them varmints what for. In the constructive sense of helping them learn things. Annie. Annie. I don't know why I'm cheering your name, but go learn how to punch stuff. I think you're almost up to B. I think Aura Gauntlets are B. They might be A, but one way or another, this brings you closer, because I'm pretty sure you ain't at the rank you need it for it yet. We don't also have any Aura Gauntlets. We can make them ourselves at a rank A+, so we might do that, but we don't get very many arcane crystals at the moment. So that might not be the safest thing. I'll bring up your axe just a little bit more. Sylvain, we want your riding and lancing up, I think. Therefore, I shall prioritize lancing for when you are a holy knight. That would be great. Hey, maybe you can be the one who uses the Spear of Assault. Or perhaps that'll be Flame. I feel like it'll be one of our mounted units somehow. As for Ash, I suppose I could also give you some, like... Oh, you're almost at your maximum little budding talent thing with lancing, so better get that right now, I say. Here we go! What does it give you? Shatter Slash. Fun. I guess maybe we're about to find out. That'll be cool because you don't have many other combat arts because you're mostly a mage, so that'll be unintrusive to incorporate that into our loadout. As for you, your your archery is going on along incredibly, honestly. And I was only giving you riding for what the balls was I giving you for the dex thing. So I think I'm fine to leave it off there. I will actually just go all in heavy armor now for the weight minus thing that you may or may not get in the future. And in fact, I'll set your goal to that too, because putting you all in archery right now is a little overkill, I think. All in heavy armor, there you go. And Tadu is almost at the point where we won't need to have him do riding anymore. I mean, unless when you get to riding B, there's like a dex +5 or something, but I don't think that happens. Maybe it does. Alrighty tighty. All looks good to me. I suppose if I got Flame, nah, I probably wouldn't be able to get in time now that because I haven't been doing it at all, really. But if I did want to get Flame, if I got Flame's heavy armor up to like B-ish, then I could class her into Fortress Knight just so that she gets her buff. I think her dex, her defense automatically goes up to 17 at that point, which would be, as you can see, a substantial improvement. But I think probably by the time I would raise her to that, it would be too late, because she would probably already have leveled that far. Maybe she just doesn't. She just levels extremely slow in defense, and it would be worth doing. But there are other things I want to train her in for now, though. Anyways, so it's not like Dimitri, where it's like I don't really need to do you in bow right now, because with her I really do need to do her. Okay, what you have to understand, this is the lecture space, is that I have to go because it's Felix's birthday. I didn't have any more tea. Never mind. We can stay in class for a little while longer.
Well, go on. Tell us how great we did.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it was exactly eggplant. Brilliant. Writing C for Manuela. In fact, Dex would be not bad for you either.
There's so much left to learn.
Nicely done. In figuring out your limits, knowing that there's more to learn, but also in actually learning the things you just learned. Abilities. Let me put on that Dex thing for you. Oh man, I'm just getting all kinds of abilities that I want for you. You've been pretty squishy, so I think the Dex is probably fine over the health. Ooh, some more supports to do, and Flame. Gotta see this. Chef Deddles returns.
Bite-sized pieces. After that, skim the top layer off the pan. Be mindful of the heat.
Skim the top layer of the vegetables? What, just throw them out into the fire?
Certainly, Chef Dadu.
There is no need to call me that. Are you displeased?
That was like halfway between a yawn and an ugh.
No, not in the slightest. I just got momentarily sleepy. It happens to me from time to time.
It happens to most people, things that are alive.
Let me see. First, chop the vegetables. Coming right up, Chef. Dadu.
Good.
Good. Okay, fine.
I am so bored. Day in and day out, it is nothing but dicing vegetables and waiting for water to boil.
No. It's not all it was cracked up to be.
I am actually cooking. It is not as though I do not know the basics. He could at least let me hold the spatula sometime.
Did you hear the petulant tone in her
Peel
voice?
The vegetables.
Chef Dadu.
Did you cut them before you peeled them? What?
Regarding something that has been on my mind.
Speak.
Surely you've noticed my
Speak?
skill while wielding pans and knives.
What, in combat? I don't think you should say wielding.
Therefore, I think it is time you taught me how to cook. Beyond all this water boiling and vegetable chopping business.
I don't know whether he's worried for her or if he just honestly thinks this is the best, like this is how he learned and you just gotta start with the basics very slowly.
Impossible.
But why?
All must be done in the proper sequence.
There we go.
And the first step here, whether you like it or not, is to learn to use the tools perfectly.
He just walks away after saying that.
You have seen how I use a ladle. You know I'm good for it.
Good for a ladle use.
He has left me no option but to take matters into my own hands.
I sense a lot of burned appendages in the future.
Stubborn you may be, Chef Dadu, but I will show you the true meaning of delicious.
Gracious me. I don't like the turn that's taking. Someone's going to end up hurt there. Sylvain and Flane. Flane and Sylvain. Flane, Sylvain. Flane, Sylvain. Yes.
Hi. Why do you look so down? But hey, if you're talking to me of your own accord,
Improvement.
can I assume you figured out I'm not a monster?
No, I still hate you.
I wanted to apologize about my treatment of you earlier, Sylvain. I am not normally one to put stock in such rumors.
Nothing to be upset about. I mean, I've kind of earned that reputation.
Oh. I mean, yes, but oh.
I've got this sickness. When I see a pretty girl, I can't stop myself from flirting with her.
I don't know what you should call it
for
that.
instance.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear of your illness. Perhaps my magic will help heal you.
That caught me off guard.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
No? Are you not ill then?
You know what? Let's just...
Yeah, we can
Let's
just
move on.
change the topic,
Can I take
change
this to mean
the
everything
stance
is
of this
good between
conversation.
us?
Of course. Sylvain, I look forward to getting to know you without the falsity of rumors.
Great. Would you like to celebrate our new friendship by joining me for a meal?
You would treat me to a feast? That is very kind of you.
I don't think he pays for it. It's like part of the school and board and all
Chance
that.
To spend time with a sweet girl like yourself? It's a pleasure. Your voice like birdsong. Your eyes clear as diamonds. But above all, I'm drawn to your kind and loving heart. I am a captive to your charms, Flane.
She's just like, all right, maybe we can skip the meal.
I hear that very frequently. Thank you.
Really? Bullshit.
I guess a girl as cute as you would get a lot of compliments.
Well,
Anyway,
goddamn.
What type of meal were you considering, Sylvain? I would love some seafood, followed by a delicious cake.
It seems like the proper way to shut down Sylvain is just to completely pretend like everything he says is normal.
I am absolutely famished, as I often am. Shall we be on our way?
She's a tough one. Sheltered girls like her usually fall for that kind of stuff. But she's much too savvy. Even for a smooth talker like myself.
I pray that you weren't actually trying to pull shenanigans there. I thought you were taking the piss, honestly. Well, never mind all that now. Before I forget, I am going to use the Shoes of Wind on Annette. She will now become the fastest armored knight in the entire universe. There we go. I mean, I know that this one's actually called Fortress Knight, and the other is another one called Armored Knight. That's different. My god, did I just forget to give that magic staff to someone else? Oh no, that's right, I swapped hers out for... Okay, so is there anyone else who is using spells? I guess may as well give you the staff because it's very light, and you've got a bit of magic under your belt, and your strength is so absurd that with a training sword and this, it's not going to weigh you down any. There we go. And in that front, I suppose I will give Dedu the speed carrot without further trepidation, hesitation, whatever you want to call it. That's a weight off my shoulders and a weight to lift it off of Dedu's feet because now I can run super fast. Oh my balls. Well, I mean, he can't run any faster. That's Annie who can run faster now, but she can run as fast as him. That's actually kind of great because these two now are at equal speeds and they are both of our tankier people. He's dodge tank and decent defense, and she's mostly just good, solid, like really solid defense. So together they could be like an unstoppable front wall. That's certainly a tantalizing thought. Let's replenish all our battalions. Anything else we can fix up that really needs it right now? I don't really think so. We're doing kind of generally okay, and it makes more sense to fix them up when they're like really broken and before big important battles, which these next ones are not going to be, because we are going to be doing something to prove in the cream of the crop right now. Seth wants us to continue our training, does he? Or he did, at least, like half a year ago. Well, I say to Seth, we're doing all right, but thanks, I'll take you up on that. Better not to take anyone off. Felix is still going to be the max level of us, so this works out. Not that we're going to be getting really NXP from this anyways, but weapon XP we'll be getting in junk, so these are all Kingdom soldiers, so I suppose we could even get hurt in this and it wouldn't really matter. Whose weapon things do I want to get up? Definitely Manuela's.
Take them out.
Oh yeah, okay. Just one turn them with the killer bow here. Here we go. Ah, the miss. No, the fabled miss. Everything was going so fine. Dude, why don't you bring Flame a little farther up so that she can have an easier time with this. And in fact, you also bring Flame a little closer. So you can do something like this. Fire away! Yarg!
I prevailed.
So you did. Even these ones can't take out Flame. Or these ones can't even take out Flame, given how over-leveled we are for this. Blizzard them! Sure. But Mercy here said we're spreading out our things a little. Annette is just running around the battlefield like crazy. Dimitri would one-shot them, so let's give a little more XP to the people who are in the middle there. Let's skip that turn. They're just gonna run up and hit us, and we're gonna hit them back. And whom should I get the experience from breaking the wall with? I guess Manuela as well. Hers is the weapon experience I'm most interested in. Shot out there. Nicely done.
for me.
And this archer's gonna go after her as well, and she'll be able to respond because she is also one of them. And with your increased magic range staff, you can hit this person from here with Blizzard. Actually, I should have had someone else do it, but I didn't. Too late. Authority C. C+. Flame. Get some more reason here for your Dark Knight days, which are up ahead.
I am spent.
I am spent. I always find that one so funny. I'm not sure exactly why. Oh, I brought everyone over to Mercedes by mistake. All right, well, in that case, I'll just bring Annette way up there. Sylvain is very far behind, but you can physic up Flame. Ash can physic up Mercy. The dude can just run really far. Skip over that turn. A bit of frame drops here. What's going on here? And one arrow. Thunk. What is with the frame rate going on here? Is it about to crash? Sometimes that means it's about to crash. I don't like the implication that it's about to crash. I hope it's not about to crash. But you right here, you can just one-shot with something like this, so do that. Authority C. Very good. Someone's gonna come over to you for that also. Physicking up people as we run. I'll just throw it to do way over there and get him some sword XP all at the front. Did it with a net, actually. I'll just equip her the tomahawk so that, no, that's pretty expensive to repair, so training axe. Whoever wants to attack her can. Mercy up there to do Dimitri rather up here as well. Sylvain can't heal anyone. Let's let this go. In fact, I'll just skip this as well. Everything's fine. Got lots of XP and stuff. Manuela. Let's take the hurt to these fences for some weapon XP. Everyone's going after Annette for ungodly reasons. Thwonk!
I had no choice.
Hit you with a little bit of the Siargi. Yeah. Physic up Dimitri. Physic up Annette. Take a shot at someone. Great work indeed. Blizzard someone. Punch someone.
Had to be done.
Alright, boss is heading off after Mercy here. It'd be better if we had Flame take it down for various reasons. And you have the best accuracy with fire, so whoosh, ablaze they go.
I am
Here we are. Again, very little XP, but weapon experience undeniable. Ditto for you. Just shoot that before whoever takes this down is going to take this down. Whose weapon XP do we want more? Because that's the more pertinent thing. I guess let's get Ash some lance XP, shall we? Oh, he's got a javelin. Let's use that. Even this person can't hit him. Oh, right, because he's got extremely good res. Who are they going after? Annette. I'll have Ash just continue throwing javelins here, get him a whole bunch of lance XP, and everyone else can just throw out some heals where applicable. Rescue someone from right in front of you, that sort of thing. Only sensible moves are we making here. Physic you. Javelin again, healing again, and again. Thank you. Alright, and let's finish this off with one big training bow shot from... And by one big training bow shot, it was a pretty average training bow shot. The shot did not change in size. Well, said it. Have I sufficiently proved to you that I've been maintaining my training? Look at your sister. Your daughter sister. She's on fire here. And some rando wants me to practice battle maneuvers with the Addressing Empire's Imperial Guard. I shouldn't say rando, that's mean. Some person whom I do not have a strong personal attachment to. There we go. Sure, I'll train with the Addressing Empire. This will be helpful information to know is which factions, armies I can take in a fight. Bring everyone's battalions back up for this. I won't bring anyone's weapons up though, because we're doing alright. Okie doke. I'll have Ash just throw another javelin to start this off. Just, yeah! This one's a little higher level, but just to give him the XP. And Duke in one shot there. Throw out a tie. We don't want to waste the tomahawks. Just stand there with a training axe.
I'm on it.
Sylvain is on it. Like Earthbound. Trading about that. I'll just throw myself right up at the front here so I can get a bit more axe. Oh, you know what? Do I have close counter? I don't do I? Of course not. I'll get a bow shot out here anyways, just for a little bit of bow XP. Oh, that'll do a kill. My goodness. You expect a lot of me, Ash, sometimes. It's a little humbling. Rescue there for some XP. Thrown from a billion years away. Great. Even through a house. You do make me feel safe, Ingrid. I mean, you wouldn't make me feel safe if I was against you. That would be the opposite feeling I would get. The antithesis of safety is what I would feel. Training axe. Clonk! Not doing as many combat arts here. Pavies, thanks.
Let's be careful.
Because I don't want to waste the durability, and because doing smaller hits gets you the more weapon XP. That crit came out of absolutely goddamn nowhere. It was very cool. I didn't dislike it. Now that you've got your high accuracy, this Blizzard is being very... Oh, I used Thoron anyways. I meant to use Blizzard. Blizzard is still pretty viable now, which is pretty awesome. Throw out a bow shot at this archer before they... Or mage, rather, before they even get over to you, because you don't want to get magicked down. That's not good for you. That mage's chops were righteous. And why don't you heal up Dimitri just because there is a mage around his area. Level up for Sylvain. Marvelous. At least our healers are getting something out of this. Magic and strength, good. And res. There we go. I think as Bishop, he's starting to grow more in the things we want him to grow in. Oh, I didn't equip to do his Assassinate. I knew I was forgetting something. Heal level up for Ash right at the same time. Some more magic, please. Oh. Strength and res. Not to worry, Ash. Not to worry. That res is good. Curved shot. The boss. Sure, why not? Probably won't get you much XP again because we're way over leveled here, but no harm in getting that bow XP. You're almost up to B, which is pretty solid. I'll pull out my bow here and get a bit of experience like this. Ooh, Wyvern Rider max. Oh! You get seal defense from being a good wyvern rider? Say what? That's awesome. Fill up Ash. Very well. Sylvain Physic. Ash Physic. I used heal instead, but that's fine. Same deal, more or less. Ingrid Physic. Let's have Flame throw it up. Oh, everything Flame does kills. Never mind then. Throw the short spear, I guess, for a little bit of short spear experience. Oh my god, you throw it with one hand? Jeez. That's cool. You've sealed their magic. Well done, Flame. That'll teach them. 1, 2. And let's just have Mercy get a little bit of extra brawling there so that she can get closer to... What's with you and these crits today, Mercy? Just to get a little closer to using the killer things. And we've got a whole bunch of bullions to sell now. My goodness. MVP. Well, those 2 battle quests went by in a flash, but all that experience was heckin' worth. And we've got a whole bunch more resources to work with now for repairing all our gear, although we won't get a chance to go back to the monastery to get more stones. So we have to make do with what we have for this next story mission, but we will be able to because we have got a lot of money. Well, that doesn't relate, but we'll be able to because we have a lot of them anyways. I didn't buy any more tea for Lysithia's birthday. Sorry, Lysithia.
I am grateful.
Don't be that grateful. It's just flowers. I could have done more if I'd taken it at the time.
Service.
Ah, now you give me the tea! Professor, I know it was just a training exercise, but I can still hardly believe you defeated the Imperial Guard. That was thrilling. They were so impressed, in fact, that they decided to support us here at the monastery. Well, I'm not sure we really can make use of their help. Sounds like my father wanted to test your strength to determine whether or not to supply the monastery with troops from House Fraldarius. I'll tell him the truth, that you're more than worthy. Thanks, Felix. Again, you don't need their help all that much. We're doing okay. Battalions, up. Smith, who are we repairing? Who are we repairing? Who are we fixing? Let's bring up your training bow for now. Silver bow. It's a lot of stones. We've got the money for that, I suppose. Your training sword we won't break that fast, I don't think. Might do the, not the Wodao. This is all looking pretty good, actually. Most fronts, nah, we don't need a training axe a whole bunch. Actually, things are much better to repair than I was expecting, except for your killer bow. We definitely want that back up. And I guess your training bow too, because those are your primary weapons. Okay, good. So we actually managed to get through that without spending too much, and we got a whole bunch of bullion still to sell that I forgot. 2 there, and a few that are on our person. Flame's got one. Or maybe Flame was the only one. Yep, Flame was the only one, I think. Very good. Still back up to 5, almost 6,000 gold, so that's great. Any certifications we could give a try at before we carry on here? I don't think there are any that really will benefit me, nor Dimitri. Dedu, would getting hero increase maybe your charisma because... Oh no, it's sword and axe. I thought it was sword and authority. Either way, I don't think that's especially necessary. As for Felix, there are very few Oh, res is one. So if we classed you into... Okay, well, I guess we can class you up into bishop just for the stat buff it'll give you. I need a seal for that. We can buy one there. Oh, sorry. Well, is this bishop or priest? Sorry. Same deal anyways. Do you even have the stats for these? Not quite. But you're getting there. So that's the thing you could do also later if you were so inclined. Ash, is there any stat? Most of your stats are pretty decent across the board. Even your weak ones like strength and defense, so that I don't think there's much that could bring them up unless I actually did you like a heavy armor class. Same deal for Sylvain, more or less. Mercy, your defense is a little low, but there's nothing I can class you into that would give you it, because I basically only give you axes and brawling, which gives you a very limited skill set. And net, your strength is 19. I don't think warrior would give you more. Ooh, can I make you sniper yet? Not quite. I can make you an assassin with a 100% chance. What do we need for sniper? Oh, it's bow of A, of course. So you're not quite there. I'm gonna class you into warrior anyways, just see if it gives you a thing. I don't actually know how if that's what the limit is. Let's check. Anything?
It's all thanks.
Nope. Figured, but hey, now you can put spikes on your shoulders. That's a useful life skill. And let's buy ourselves an intermediate seal so Felix can give this a try. And before I forget, let's give Dedu... I don't really care much for the combat art version, because I think it's just the same thing, except it's only for assassin and it does 5 off of your sword. It seems like wildly less useful than lethality. I think the idea is just if you don't want to use a slot for it, which is kind of whatever for me. Okay, so... On the one hand, I was going to say you probably don't need close counter because it's going to be less useful, but we might want to put you up, run you up to the front and make you sort of dodge tank stuff, and if that's the case with a bow, we want you to be doing damage and response. But we don't really need the extra 10 dodge and accuracy and crit avoidance, because you're already going to be very dodgy, so I think lethality is the one we want to equip there. I mean, I know we want to equip lethality. Just which one do we take off for that? And I think that works. Combat arts for you, Shatter Slash. Okay, so we want that over Curved Shot, I reckon, because I'm not giving you bows. Nice. Okay, so it's just a solid attack thing, and it lowers their defense. Speaking of, I got an ability from mastering Wyvern Rider, And it is one that I want to equip. Seal defense. I think I'm just going to equip that over the bow thing at this rate. I'm not using the bow very frequently, and even when I am, my accuracy is pretty solid that it's not a big deal. Alright, let's buy that seal before I forget. Well, but yeah, yes. Which is more likely to be good? Oh, wait, hang on, what? Oh, you already have mage, that's why the... Wait, why then was it showing... Oh no, it's Dark Mage that you have the capabilities for. We just don't have a Dark Seal, right? Okay. Oh, it only gives you res up to 10? Why? So it probably only increases it by 2 then, right? So Mage gives you 1 magic and 1 res. Dark Mage gives you 2 magic, and then Priest gives you 2 res. Okay, that's probably what it is. So in that case, it probably wouldn't get you a max increase there. It's a shame it doesn't tell you anywhere which stats specifically the class is giving you. I guess you can just compare it to your original class is the idea. So this way we can tell that Dancer's giving us 1 strength, 3 dex, 3 speed, 2 defense, 1 res, 2 charisma, for instance. I just wish it would say it. Anyway, so I've bought that seal like a moron, but I won't spend it then in that case. We could just hang on to it for now, I guess. Conflict in the Holy Tomb. Your house ventures into the Holy Tomb to receive a revelation from the goddess. In that hidden place, deep beneath Garrigmuck, a shocking truth is revealed. I want to see a shocking truth! I do, me, shocking truth. How is it all going down here in the Holy Tomb? How funky is it down here?
A revelation from the goddess. To think we'll have the honor of attending such a historical event.
Especially in Fargus, the church is deeply rooted in the culture, so this must be, you guys must be looking forward to this one.
Here the Archbishop will accompany us to the Holy Tomb.
Yes, I also thought that was weird.
If something happens to her, all of Fodlan will suffer. We must protect her at all costs.
Certainly throw things into disarray. Let's do our best to not let that happen.
But perhaps we don't have to worry so much about that. Lady
What do you mean?
Rhea has said before that she is capable of protecting herself. I have a feeling that is true.
Yes, well, you're not wrong there.
I thought it was a strange thing.
She's probably stronger than most of us.
Her movements bring to mind a great warrior with an extensive military background.
She does really have the feel that she is really good at killing people, doesn't she? If so, we have nothing to fear.
Mind, it's also possible that I'm way off track. Regardless, perhaps we should brace ourselves for anything.
I never
Yeah, well,
imagined
that's
attending
always a good idea.
For a real revelation.
It's awesome, isn't it?
The ceremony will
I'm
be
glad they weren't all like only
so
nobles.
nervous.
That would have been dumb.
I'm not ready for this.
And they're normally like that.
There's no chance for battle unless something goes terribly wrong, right? Oh, boring.
Glad to see we're all equally enthusiastic
Saying
here.
Things like that, something bad is bound to happen.
Thank you, Sylvain.
What's wrong, Flame? You
Trying to
look like
curse
you
us
have
here.
Something on your mind. Who? Me? No. It is nothing. May we all see this through to the end.
When has anyone ever said that and had it actually be the case in this game,
Your
though?
Highness, I will protect you no matter what. Your Highness?
Yeah, he's looking at the floor again. It's kind of weird. Your headache? You haven't seemed like yourself lately.
I haven't been sleeping well recently, and my head aches. No need to worry. Let's focus on the task at hand.
But I worry because of what your head's Flame! Flame, you're right here! Don't just look at him. Tell him to calm down. You know what the headache
It's about
means.
time for Lady Rhea to arrive. Let's all steel ourselves for whatever may occur at this ceremony.
Yes! I'm glad with all this, imagine if with all this wind-up, nothing bad did actually happen. That would be great.
Are you surprised, Professor? This is the Holy Tomb.
No, I sort of expected something weird like this with all the lights.
Incredible. To think such a vast space has been hiding beneath the monastery all this time.
Ugh, strange the way rooms work and how they don't move around or make
Powers
themselves
a
known.
giant mechanism that descends beneath the ground.
Probably not worth asking because
This
no
is
one's gonna
where
tell us, are
goddess-
they? Nope.
This world was laid to rest, along with her children.
So that's fun
It is
and cheery.
said that our creator, the goddess Sothis, sat upon this very throne.
Hey, hey, wait a minute.
Professor, do you recognize this throne?
Matter of fact, I do.
So long. I have waited so very long for this day.
All right, well, don't get hyped up now. Maybe nothing will
Sit
happen.
upon the throne. I have no doubt you will be gifted a revelation from the goddess.
That seems kind of arbitrary. Can't I just stand behind it or something? All right. Ah, it's made of stone. Jesus. This is impossible to... Ah. Sorry, it's hurting my back so much I can barely think, let alone receive any revelations.
It was supposed to be but a step away. What could possibly be missing?
Am I supposed to do a little dance on it or something? It's a pretty big throne. Maybe my butt's not big enough. Ah!
Don't move you. If you move, your lives will be forfeit.
Ah, da, 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 da.
Thank you
Moving.
ever so much for guiding us this far. The Imperial Army will now take possession of everything in the Holy Tomb.
Imperial Army? Hold the balls on now. What is that supposed to
Why is
mean?
the Imperial Army here?
Yeah, and why is the Flame Emperor with them?
Be. How did they get into Garreg Mach?
Well, the Imperial Army is allowed in Garreg Mach. They're part of our allies, but how did the Flame Emperor get in here? Well, they
Flame
teleported, I
Emperor
guess.
is here. That can only mean
The Flame Emperor is connected to the Empire. What do you know?
This is like the one time Felix has been happy all day. Yes, we get to kill someone.
I never imagined to return here. What are you after, Flame Emperor?
If I recall, everything in the Holy Tomb. They were pretty clear about that, actually.
The Holy Tomb contains great power. The power to rule all of Fodlan.
No, that wasn't obvious. Were you not present for 3 seconds ago when I sat on the throne and nothing happened?
To attain that power, you'll trample anything that stands in your way.
What did Dimitri say?
Just
That's
like
ridiculous.
you did in Dusker.
I had nothing to do with that.
Ah! You know, you've been more convincing saying other things in the past, Flame Emperor. Standing there looming above us with like this creepy mask and with a whole army behind you being like, yeah, I didn't have anything to do with that thing that these people did that are connected to me. It doesn't really have the most convincing ring to it.
Quickly retrieve the crest stones. Kill for them if you must.
Well, you should have known that none of us have died in the one of the hundreds of fights we've been in yet, so
Holy resting place, Professor. Destroy these villainous traitors who dare dishonor our creator.
okay, but to be clear, I'm doing it because they're threatening to kill, like, the youths. Not because of honor or whatever. Well, I guess my motivations don't matter. Sure, I'll kill them, or I'll ask them to stand down, but they sort of seemed like they didn't have any intention of doing so. Is this all the Imperial Army, really? Just like 6 people? For such a big place, you'd think it would be a little more. Alrighty, how many would we get? Oh, we only get 9, that's unfortunate. Which is a shame, because it showed them all standing there. I think we're going to go on Felix, we're going to want Manuel and Flane. We're going to want to do Nanette, we're going to want Dimitri. So we're leaving behind 2 of our people here. I guess we'll bring Ash, and we keep leaving behind Ingrid, because she's broadly speaking stronger than a lot of our team. But I want her high magic for this thing, so we're taking her. Sylvain, who does he need supports with? He can still use it a bit more with Manuela, right? So let's do that. And as for Mercy, whom I've left behind, Dedu, great. That works out just perfectly. Whoop, I skipped like a bunch of files down the line. Wait, where are the balls? Wait, which file is the one I'm currently using? 17. Here we go. Alrighty, and let's see about organizing this. Okay, so our speedier people can stay at the back. That would be Annette and Dedu. It makes sense to put one on each side, I think. Who is less speedy? Flane. And I guess you only have 4 squares as well, right? So let's put you up there. So does Manuela, though. No, archers get a little more. Okay, cool. That probably is right. Alrighty then. I was about to say let's get cracking, but then I immediately realized that we are completely out of time for this episode, and this is what's going to happen next time on Fire Emblem Three Houses. But, whew, good thing we've got a whole episode to do it, because it looks like it's going to be no small feat getting through all this. They brought demonic beasts with them, for gosh sake. Implacable as flame, this masked figure is clad in heavy armor. Pretty damn placable. They're right there. And they're only wielding a steel axe after all. They're not so scary. They have seal everything. Not to mention counterattack, but they're pretty dang slow, and the resilience is nothing to speak right home of. Look at the charisma. Jeez. Flame Emperor could seduce you right out of your overcoat. Adjacent allies deal 3 extra damage during combat. Good thing no one's gonna stand near them. Huh, interesting. So there's Grave, and then there's just Holy Tomb. Is its own square. Whereas the rest of it would be like Coffin or Creststone. And there are the stairs to the throne, I think. Oh my god, is that the throne? Jeez! Didn't realize the throne was so tall. Well, I can't wait to get into this next time with you. Wow! Since I don't have many strong questions coming to mind, I guess I may as well ask, because we've gotten a few new cool abilities. What's your favorite ability in this game? It can be a class ability or just one you get from doing a certain skill up a whole bunch. And I guess you can answer personal skills as well, although I might make a whole separate question about that later, because that's a different discussion all to itself. On the one hand, I think lethality is an easy answer, because especially if I should give you brawling gauntlets, because once you have lethality, it's on each hit that it has a chance to trigger. So since brawling is multiplying your hits by 2 if you go first, that's good things, because it's not just a sword or bow or whatever. And in fact, I don't think it's assassin. Oh, let me check right now, actually. I don't think it's assassin specific. I think if you class out of it, you can keep it. So in theory, you could be like a magic class and have it. Let's just bring you to Myrmidon for half. Sec, you'll do what must be done, will you? Yeah, you still get it, so hell yeah.
I will do what must be done.
I believe you. So lethality is probably my favorite in terms of functionality. In terms of just, I guess, like, that's pretty cool. I mean, lethality also has points there, but I mean, I appreciate close counter on the grounds that it sort of shakes up the formula of combat in a way that a number of them don't, but also all the fiendish and darting, all the ones that are end with blow that are if you go first a thing happens are cool, because it just adds a little more weight to what do I want to do on my turn. Anyway, so but lethality is first answer, and then also a separate answer all the X blow attacks. Very well, and the next video is going to be Tales of Symphonia, I am pretty sure. So I hope to see you in that when I get to editing that and putting it on the channel. But for now, that is where we end things. So thank you very much for coming around. Hopefully I will see you around. I'm just gonna be out of here now. Peace. Okay. Oh man, they're all going. Oh god, barely. I just somersaulted under that. It was kind of on a whim. Okay, 2 there, that should be it, right? Nope, there's one more. Perhaps somewhere.